Hello everyone, I am Monica, as you know, from IELTS 9 channel. Okay, let's start this reading. This reading passage name is Indoor Pollution. That was also part of 24 December. Okay, so very soon I will be bringing 7th January exams also, reading and task 2 also. Yeah, this is the reading. You can see this kind of reading is there without any title on each paragraphs. Okay, let's look at the type of questions we have. So that is the surprising thing. Like in reading passage 1 also you are getting MCQs, multiple choice questions. So earlier this was not going on, but now in recent IELTS exams you are getting some reading, not everyone, you are getting these multiple choice questions in reading passage 1 only. Okay, so let's do this. First type of question we have questions from 1 to 6. This is multiple choice questions. Choose the appropriate letters A to D. Okay, A to D, and write them in boxes 1 to 6 on your answer sheet. It means in your answer sheet you have to write only any of the option in front of question number 1 and 2 and all. Okay, now let's look at the another type of question we have. You can see we have different kind of question. You can see match each cause, question number 17 to 13 in list A with its effect. Means they have given some statements and you have to match it, but indirectly they are asking these are causes and the answers effects. We have to select the causes and its effect. We have to select from this option only, but we have for finding the effect for these causes you have to read the statement, you have to read the title, reading passage only. Okay, so that is these are two questions, these are given in reading passage 1. So really it's surprising for everyone that in reading passage 1 now it is MCQs and these kinds of match each statement with the reasons, match each cause with its effect. This kind of question is there in latest IELTS readings. Now let's read first question. In the first paragraph they have given the location. The writer argues that pollution. Now argues that pollution. So let's read the paragraph, then we will read all the things. So this is my first paragraph. You can also read it with me. Since the early 80s we have been only aware of the devastating effects of large scale environmental pollution. Such pollution is generally the result of poor government planning in many developing nations of the short sighted selfish policies of already industrialized countries which encourage a minority of the world's population to squander the majority of its natural resources. Okay, majority of its natural resources. Okay, so what the writer is saying has increased since the 80s, is at its worst in industrialized countries, results from poor relation between nations. This is not given. So is at its worst in industrialized countries and has increased since 80s. Since the early 80s we have been only aware, so awareness is there, so increased word is also not there. So is caused by human self interest. Yes, selfish policies of already industrialized countries is which encourage a minority of the world population, majority of its natural resources. It means it's caused by human self interest. This can be considered is at its worst. So this is not given. This word is also given. Industrialized countries word is given, but they have not given any worse situation. So this is the only option we have left. Okay, is caused by human self interest. So it is given government planning, nations, we is also given, or short sighted selfish policies of the already industrialized countries which encourage. So this means human self interest interest. Okay, now the second question says the Sydney Harbour oil spill was the result of why this oil spill happened. So Sydney Harbour is my keyword to find the location. In the second paragraph, definitely we have done first paragraph, now I will be reading second paragraph. So let's find the environmental sabotage, Amazon jungle, And Sydney, yes, recent spillage of crude oil. Let's read it. The recent spillage of crude oil from an oil tanker accidentally discharging its cargo straight into not only caused serious damage to the harbor but also created several toxic fumes which hung over suburbs for days and left the angry residents wondering how such a disaster could have been allowed to happen. Okay, so result, so they were asking the reason, accidentally discharging its cargo straight into the harbor strait. Okay, so what the options are saying, I will show you. So options are saying ship refueling in the harbor, tanker pumping oil into the sea. Yes, this was given accidentally when accidentally discharging its cargo straight into Sydney harbor. Okay, so this we can consider it. Ship refueling the harbor, no, it was not refueling, ship was not refueling. Collision between, no, there was no collision. Accident word was given, but between two oil tankers it was not given. Deliberate act of sabotage, no. So this will be the answer, B number. So in the third question, in the third paragraph, the writer suggests that. Okay, so let's go to the third paragraph first. So this is third paragraph, let's read it. Second we have done, and third paragraph you also find that, try to answer. Writer suggests, so what writers suggest? Okay, so avoiding the, try not to inhale. Okay, avoiding pollution can be a full-time job. Try not to inhale traffic fumes, keep away from chemical plants, building sites, wear a mask when cycling. It is enough to make you want to stay at home, but according to a growing body of scientific evidence would also be a bad idea. Research shows that levels of, research shows, it is not writer suggests, hazard such as, let's read it still, particulate matter and other chemical nasties are usually higher indoors than out, even in the most polluted cities. Since the average American spends 18 hours indoors for, okay, American spends 18 hours indoors for every hour outside, it looks as though many environmentalists may be attacking the wrong target. Okay, let's read what they're saying. People should avoid working in cities, so that is not given. Americans spend too little time outdoors. That was too little time outdoors. Spend too little time outdoors. This was given, but we will find it. Writers suggest hazardous gases are concerned in the industrial suburbs. No, it is not clearly given. There are several ways to avoid city pollution. Yes, it was given in the initial 4 lines. Try not to inhale, so it means somebody is suggesting, writer is suggesting, try not to inhale, keep away from chemical plants, wear a mask, everything. So here research shows means writer is not suggesting anything. So try not to inhale, so somebody is giving us some suggestion. So we can go for, there are several ways to avoid city pollution, the writer suggests. Okay, fourth number we can have, the Corsi research team hypothesized. Hypothesized means like it's suggestion, it's you can say have hypothesized mentally, when we are just when we are just suggesting something, like hypothesize, like personal point of view, you can say that. Okay, the Corsi research, I will be looking for Corsi. Okay, so third paragraph we have done. Let's move on to the fourth paragraph. Corsi is here. The latest study conducted by okay, and published in, so I will be ignoring all these words. Suggest that it is the process of keeping clean that may be making indoor pollution worse. Okay, the researchers found that baths, showers, machines can all be significant source of indoor pollution because they extract trace amounts of chemicals from the water they use and transfer them into the air. Corsi research hypothesized. Suggest word, so suggest here like hypothesize, that it is the process of keeping clean that may be making indoor pollution worse. So here researchers found, let's read it. Corsi research team, okay, yes, team, so we should focus on researchers found. So okay, there are two persons, okay, Richard Corsi and this of university, and published in environmental science. So both they had suggested that it is the process of keeping clean. Okay, let's read it. Toxic chemicals can pass from air to water. From air to water. Making indoor pollution worse. The researchers found that baths, showers, dishwasher can all be significant sources of indoor pollution because they extract trace amount of chemicals from water. Then they, no, it is opposite they have given, from air to water. No, it is water to air. So that is not answer. Is caused by dishwashers and bath. Yes, this it was given. City water contains insufficient chloral. No, it is not given. Household appliances are poorly designed. This is also not given. So let's read it where it is. Yes, here baths, dishwasher can be all significant sources of indoor pollution. So this is the answer for B number, for fourth number. Okay. So ऐसा no. So as a result of their experiments, Dr. Corsi's team found that their experiment Corsi's team found that, okay, let's read. So this page we have done till here. Now let's move on to the next paragraph. So in the next paragraph, so they were talking about team. Corsi wondered whether they stay water is used or whether they ended up in the air that people breathe. So that is also related to the previous question. Okay, the team. So in this question, Dr. Corsi's team found that as a result of their experiments. So team conducted a series of experiments. This is the location of question, in which known quantities of 5 such chemicals were mixed with water and passed through a dishwasher, washing machine, shower head inside a, or tap in a bath, all inside a specially designed chamber. The levels of chemicals in the effluent water and in the air extracted from the chamber were then measured to see how much of each chemical had been transferred from the water into the air. Okay. Let's read it. We have read full paragraph. Dishwashers are very efficient machines. So that is not given. A tap water is polluted as bottled water. A tap water is polluted as bottled water. So that is also not given here. Yes, but indoor pollution rivals outdoor pollution. Gas masks are a useful protective device. Okay. So let's read another. The degree to which volatile elements could be removed from the water, a process known chemical stripping, wide range, found to be surface area. So this is actually the team conducted a series of experiments. So I think here we should get answer. Such chemicals were mixed with water and passed through a dishwasher, washing machine, shower, inside a stall, all specially designed chamber. Effluent water and extracted from chamber are then measured to see how much chemical had been transferred from water into the air. Okay. So dishwashers are very efficient machines, not given. Tap water is polluted, no. Indoor pollution rivals outdoor. So yes, they are just discussing all the things only. Gas masks, this is also not given. So we can just consider this. Okay, so now 6th number. Regarding the dangers of pollution, the writer believes that dangers of pollution, the writer believed that found particular high temperatures, especially, in fact, the degree of exposure to chemicals inhale significant people are regarding the dangers of pollution, the writer believes that. So there is rational discussion. Indoor pollution is a recent pollution. Let's find the discussion. So the writer believes that. So here we need to find the writer believes that, suggest and believe this is a significant about water pollution. Dr. Corsi's results suggest that they are being exposed to such pollutants anyway simply by breathing at home. Okay, so here also Dr. Corsi is given in next paragraph. Disproportionate effort is wasted campaigning against certain forms of outdoor pollution when there is as much or cause for concern indoor right under people's noses. Okay, okay, I have indoor pollution is a recent phenomenon. This is not given. Okay, so let's look at the other options. So other options, they are saying people should worry about their work environment, industrial pollution causes specific disease. This is also not given. This is also not given. But where we are going to get this answer? So here I have read everything. Results suggest that they are being exposed to such anyway. Dr. Corsi, disproportionate effort is when there is as much more concern indoors right under people's noses. Okay, so we have some more paragraphs also. So this last page is also left. So from here I have read laser, so you can using gas burning, for example gas cookers burning candles, both results in indoor levels of carbon monoxide. Okay, found with heavy traffic, overcrowded classrooms, ventilation systems were designed frequently contain levels carbon dioxide on board of submarine. New car smell is the result of high levels of toxic chemicals, not cleanliness. Laser printers, computers. The implication of indoor pollution for health are unclear, but before worrying about the problems caused by large scale industry, it makes sense to consider the small scale pollution at home and welcome international debate about it. So yes, some debate, some discussion it was given, you can see, regarding the dangers of pollution, regarding the implications of pollution is given, so we can consider it A. Okay, now let's move on to the another type of question. Now these are causes as we know, and these are effects. So for if questions are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and effects are more 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 2 more on the next page. 10 effects they have given and 7 causes they have given. Okay, so let's read it. Industrialized nations use a lot of energy. So industrialized nations word, it was in first paragraph, and oil spill also we know where is the location. So you can see industrialized countries or nations use a lot of energy. So here it is given many developing countries, natural resources, you can read it. Large scale environmental such pollution is result of poor planning and everything they have given, which encourage a minority of the world's population to squander the majority of its natural resources. So of course industrialized countries use a lot of energy by using natural resources. Okay, so what will be the effect? And here it is crude oil spilling and all, it is given. So let's find the option. Let's read the option for this. Industrialized nations use a lot of energy, and then what will happen? The focus moves to know the levels of carbon monoxide rise, not given. Natural resources. Okay, yes, natural resources word is are unequally shared, the words. So this is given properly. Okay, squander the majority of natural resources. Everything we have found, it means this will be the answer for 7th. I will be writing it here C. So I am cutting it from my list like that. Okay, 8th, oil spills into the sea. Oil spills into the sea here in this second paragraph. From oil tanker accidentally discharging its cargo not only caused serious damage to the harbor foreshores, but also created several toxic fumes which hung over suburbs for days and left the angry residents wondering how such a disaster could have been allowed to happen. So okay, so oil spills into the sea. Let's read the options. The focus, no, it is not. The levels of carbon monoxide rise is there, but toxic fumes is not, this is not matching. People demand an explanation. Can we do it? So they were just asking for, yes, you can just look at this, wondering how such a disaster could have been allowed to happen. So I will be putting it for uh, uh, D. This is D. And let's read the other options also. Environmentalists look elsewhere for an explanation. Chemicals are effectively stripped from the water. A clear order. No, nothing is given like that. So number 9, researchers published their findings. Water is brought to a high temperature. People fear pollutants in tap water. Air conditioning system toxic. Cars word I have, yes, in the second last paragraphs, when we were just doing it, car is here. Where? Yes, car is here. So we can just match it. I will tell you. So car new car smell is the result of high toxic chemicals, not cleanliness. So toxic chemicals are abundant in new cars. A clean odor is produced. Odor means smell. So this is also we have done. So for this G I will be, and systems, air conditioner system, yes, it is given. Ventilation systems were designed for smaller numbers of children, frequently contain levels of carbon dioxide. This word is here, carbon dioxide, I have read. Yeah, no, carbon monoxide is there. No, carbon dioxide. So where I have read carbon dioxide? Just a minute. Contains level of, yes, carbon dioxide. Yes, we need to find carbon dioxide. Okay, let's read the another options also. Yes, in the next page, the another option was the levels of carbon dioxide. It means this will match with 12th number. I will put it. Okay. So with this, I number will come. Okay, this also we have done. Now, water is brought to a high temperature. People fear tap water. So these are in, I think, one paragraph. Let's find it. So here in this paragraph, we can, high temperature word was there. So let's read it, what they are saying. Water is brought to a high temperature. So when we were reading this paragraph, the degree to which dishwashers were found to be particularly effective, the high temperature spray splashing against the crockery, cutlery results. So these are the results. So see how we are going to find these answers. Somewhere it is given results, somewhere it is not given this results, means effect. In a nasty plume of toxic chemical then escape, the door is open at the end of the cycle. So dishwasher and here tap water is also there. In many cases, tap water inhalation is comparable to exposure that would result from drinking the stuff. This is significant because many people are concerned about waterborne pollutants. They drink only bottled water. Worldwide sales of which are forecast to this. Okay, let's read it. Yeah. So water, now we have got two locations. Water is brought to a high temperature. So for 10, pollution, the levels of monoxide rise. Is it there? So the environmental look, chemicals are stripped from the water. Sales of water bottled increase. This we have found. Yes, people fear pollutants in tap water. That's why airborne pollutants that people are so concerned. This is the location that they drink only bottled water. Worldwide sales of this increase. So for this we have found which one? H number. Okay, for 11th it is H number. For 10th, now this also we have done this also. Now two are, the water is brought to a high temperature. So high temperature level was there. So effect, chemicals are effectively stripped from the water, but where they were talking about chemicals were mixed. So striped, I have read somewhere here. The team conducted a series of, were mixed with washing machine, all inside designedly chamber. The levels of water, air extracted has been transferred. The degree to which could be removed from water. Yes, chemical striping is also here. Yes, striping word is also here. Yeah, effectively stripe from the water. So this will come with this 10th number. Okay, F. Now researchers publish their findings. So researchers word, let's look at the. So in the first paragraph, not in second paragraph, in third paragraph, research shows that levels of pollutants this are usually higher indoors than out. Okay, here also they are saying, and here also the researchers found that bath dishwasher can all be significant sources of indoor pollution because they extract trace amounts of chemicals from from transfer them to the air. This also, and at the end of all this passage, so for this, definitely the focus of pollution moves to the home. Definitely all the topic, the whole reading passage is about the researchers publish their finding about moves indoor pollution. So for A, we will be writing here A. So we have done the whole reading in less time, but I have tried to explain every explanation here. Thank you.